Hey folks, welcome to another VR video. Today I'm not going to be going into VR. I'm going to be talking about something that's new to VR. This thing right here, the MetaQuest Plus program, which was unveiled by MetaQuest today and is a VR subscription service with just 2 titles per month at a cost of $7.99 monthly or $59.99 annually. Now, the first month is going to be $1, and the first 2 games that have been announced for this program are Pistol Whip and Pixel Ripped 1995, which are 2 of my favorite games in virtual reality. So, if you don't own those games and you're new to VR, or you want to have some of the best of VR, those 2 games at $59.99, it's probable that you can get 22 other games throughout the year to expand your library and get a pretty decent value out of it. Or you could just pick up those 2 games without the subscription service and have those games to keep forever. I believe that the way this is going to work is when you get these games as part of the subscription, if your subscription ever ends, you lose access to the titles as well. Again, the 2 titles each month are going to rotate out. The current subscription is going to go through July 31st, and then on August 1st, there's going to be 2 new titles. And we don't know what those titles are, so they could be things like Guided Tai Chi, or they could be really good things like Hubris, or I can't tell you. It could be The Walking Dead, or it could be something terrible. But let's focus on the value first. $1 for the first month, kind of a cool experiment. If you haven't played Pistol Whip or Pixel Rip 1995, I'd say it's a pretty decent bet. Pay $1, you have a whole month to play those titles. Actually, a little more than a month since this started. About a week left in June. And, check them out. See if you like them. Definitely worth $1 in my opinion. But should you commit to the $59.99 for an annual subscription, which is substantially lower than the price if you paid monthly at $7.99? I don't know, because I don't know what those titles are going to be. What's cool about Viveport, which is a competing service which does not exist for standalone Quest in a standalone situation, but does exist for the Quest products as a PC VR streamed service. So if you have the ability to use AirLink or Link or Virtual Desktop to your PC, and your PC can run PC VR titles, you can already play Pixel Ripped 1995, Pixel Ripped 1989, and hundreds of other titles on Viveport on a monthly basis. And that Viveport subscription equals out to about $8.99 per month if you are paying for an annual subscription, or it's $12.99 per month if you're paying monthly. So Viveport costs a bit more, but you get access to hundreds of titles at once, but it's also really limited to PC VR if you're using a Quest headset. Let's look at a different business model. PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus started out with just giving 1 or 2 PlayStation 3 games, 1 or 2 PlayStation Portable games, and maybe a PS1 game thrown in there on the PlayStation Network store. And it was around $59.99 a year at the time. PlayStation Plus Essentials is still $59.99 per year, I believe. So the price point for MetaQuest Plus is not that bad. If you're new to VR and you've never tried these titles, at least the first 2 are 2 of the best games. And I have a suspicion that Meta is going to continue, hopefully, to give us good games, at least for the first 6 months or so, maybe the whole year. So having a $7.99 per month subscription model where you're getting 2 titles, they're calling one a hidden gem and one a hit. I think $7.99 for 2 games per month is not bad. But if you start getting terrible games in the second month, and you're only getting good games in the first month, how many people are going to stick with that subscription model after the first year? So I'm interested to see what Meta does with this. I think this could be a super cool thing, particularly in a couple of instances. Instance number one, a lot of people might be picking up a Quest 2 this holiday season. Yes, I said Quest 2. And the reason for that is because I suspect in the holiday season, when the Quest 3 releases, the Quest 2 might have either an even deeper discount than it currently has, or it's possible, maybe it'll include that thing over there, MetaQuest Plus. If you bundle MetaQuest Plus with the Quest 2 and you make the Quest 2 say $249, you get $249 for the Quest 2 and 24 games, let's just say, because hopefully it stays with 2 games per month and you get a year's subscription included with that holiday bundle. That's half the price of a Quest 3, and it includes 24 of potentially the best games on the Quest platform. That is a pretty substantial offer. So I'm thinking that could be part of this strategy. Another part of the strategy could be the Quest platform has a lot of headsets out in the market, but not necessarily a lot of regular users. If you have a regular subscription to something, whether it's on a monthly or annual basis, chances are you're going to go back to your Quest at least once a month to check out what the new titles are. Maybe you pick it up, maybe you install those titles, maybe you find something else in addition to those titles, or maybe the titles sustain you through that month-long cycle. Who knows? I don't know what types of titles they're going to be giving, as I said. It's completely chosen by Meta. You can't go through a catalog and pick the titles. And also, once that month is up, similar to PlayStation Plus, it's not like you get those titles and the titles after them. You lose the titles if you haven't already been subscribed. So, again, the option of retaining users on a regular basis by having the subscription model might be something that they're looking at as well as a strategy. I think that at this point, this particular subscription, if it also included a couple of other things like cloud streaming and enhanced multiplayer where you could have a better party system than the one that currently exists on the Quest, it would give a bit more value than what it's currently giving with the 2 titles per month. But the 2 titles per month, if they continue to be the caliber of title that are in this first month, I think that's going to be a pretty exciting thing for both new adopters to virtual reality and people that don't have a huge library and don't want to spend a whole lot of money to expand that library, but want to have the best of VR. That's about it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back with more content soon. Until next time, get out there and enjoy some VR for yourself. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.